Hey guys, it's your girl Carrie. My youngest daughter Reagan said, "Mom, it's been a while since you've made me a love sandwich. Do you think you can make me one since Valentine's Day is coming up?" I told her, "Sure, darling." Now, a love sandwich is a very special sandwich in our home, and I think it is one of the single most impactful things I have ever created for my children, and I would like to share how it came into existence. When my oldest daughter Taylor was in the first grade, she asked me one day after picking her up from daycare, "Mom, do you love me?" I was shocked that she asked that question. I responded, "Of course I love you, darling. I love you to the moon and back." Then I asked, "Why? Do you think Mommy doesn't love you?" She said, "Well, I think you love me, but you don't pack love notes in my lunchbox like Emily and Melissa's mom, so I thought you didn't love me." My heart sank to the bottom of my stomach. See, at this time, I was just starting out in my career in corporate America, and I had a really demanding job that required long hours. I had Taylor really young while I was in college. So during this time, I always felt guilty because I felt like I was shortchanging her. I had finally let go of the guilt of the broken promises I had made to her in the past by saying, "I promise I won't work late tonight," only to find that the day that I had promised her to come home early, the partner would come out to review. I finally learned to say, "I will try my best," instead of "I promise." Now she was feeling unloved because she didn't have lunchbox love notes like her friends. I panicked because I knew there was no way that I could ever commit to writing her a love note every day. Heck, I couldn't even make sure she had on matching socks. We still don't wear matching socks till this day. And as a side note, I later found out that the other moms didn't write their notes. They bought them off Amazon. I had to come up with something quick to let my baby know that she was the most special and most loved person ever. And at that instant, it hit me. I blurted out, "Taylor, I bet Emily and Melissa don't have a love sandwich." She said, "What's a love sandwich, Mom?" I said, "Get your stool and meet me at the counter. We're going to pack your lunch for tomorrow." So I began to make her sandwich. Nothing special or fancy, just bread, meat, and cheese. But when I got to the part where I had to add the mustard and the ketchup, that's where the magic happened. Now, if you make a love sandwich, it is imperative that your child see you do this step. You take the mustard or your ketchup and squirt it on the sandwich in the shape of a heart. Then you say to your child, "Taylor, you see this heart that I made on your sandwich? This means that this sandwich is made with a bunch of love. And when you take it to school and eat it at lunchtime, each bite is filled with love, and it's like I'm hugging you and telling you that I love you because this is a love sandwich. And don't you ever forget that, okay?" Taylor looked at me in awe and said, "Mom, do you really love me that much?" I said, "More than you will ever know, baby girl." At that very moment, all the guilt went away because my little girl knew that she was special. She couldn't wait to share her love sandwich news with her friends. When I picked her up from daycare the next day, she could not wait to tell me that all her friends were going to ask their moms to make them love sandwiches. Fast forward 5 years later, and Reagan comes home from school and asks, "Mom, why don't you put love notes in my lunchbox?" This time I was ready because I had experience. I stuck out my chest and said, "Because in this house, we make love sandwiches." And just like I did for her big sister, I shared the love sandwich story, and I got the same reaction as I did 5 years ago from her big sister. And as sure as the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, all of her friends at school wanted their moms to make them love sandwiches too. Reason number 1. If you forget to make the heart, Your child will never know because it gets smushed when you complete the sandwich. This is perfect and important for busy moms. I never forgot to make the heart though. Reason number 2. Your children will never get too old to stop liking love sandwiches. My kids are 18 and 13 and they still request love sandwiches till this day. Then number 3, you don't have to worry that at lunchtime your child might have the exact same lunchbox love note as another child because all the parents bought the same one off Amazon. And reason number 4, your child will have a very special story to tell their friends when they are asked, why didn't your mom pack you a lunchbox love note? Now let's keep it real. Do you guys think that my daughter's love sandwiches really look like this? If they did, that means I would have had time to actually write her a love note. So let's ask Ray to see what it really goes down.
Now let's keep it real, folks. My love sandwiches never looked like this a day in my life. I don't even know what bread this is. This is just the YouTube sandwich for a YouTube family. Now, this is my love sandwich, but I know she loves me and I couldn't thank her more.
Fast forward 5 more years, and Reagan heads up north to hang out with my older sister for the summertime. Now, my sister's kids were still in school until late June. They were in the 1st and 2nd grade. I had previously told my sister about the success I had with love sandwiches, so she made them for her kids also. As they gathered around the kitchen counter to make lunch, Reagan's cousin asked her, Reagan, does your mom make you love sandwiches? And Reagan, beaming with pride, said,
My mom invented the love sandwich.
I hope you all enjoyed this video, and be sure to season everything with a little love. It really tastes so good and it is healthy for you. And until next time, I'm going to keep calm and carry on. Bye guys.